Throughout 2019, a lot of us IAC members, International Academy of Ceramics members, were discussing and having fun about thinking of the conference that we were to attend in 2020 in Lapland and Finland. The theme of the show, of the conference, On the Edge. On the edge because that part of the world is on the edge of everything. What actually happened was 3 days before I was to book my flight and my hotels, sometime in April 2020, the world shut down. There was lockdown. We had no idea what was going on with COVID. And suddenly, On the Edge was pushed aside. During the lockdown, I was fortunate to be living in a forest where in the middle of the night I could get on my motorcycle, come to my studio, pick up some clay, take it home and make some things. Same way I was pulling out inks and paints and doing things that I don't normally do. So I started physically calling friends on WhatsApp and talking to them about what they were doing during the lockdown all over the world. And everybody was having such powerful stories that I said, I want to make a Facebook album of this and somehow document this.
Adil, I think, was in favor of making a Facebook page. I was not, because I thought it would disappear very quickly in the sort of barrage of new Facebook postings. So I persuaded him that we should do a full-scale website with the idea that the first round of participants whom we would invite would become the kind of emissaries for the next round. In other words, we'd use the notion of a rate of affection in lieu of the R0 number that we were hearing a lot about, which stood for the rate of infection, the viral transmission measurement. And we would ask each one of the first round participants that we had invited to Quartz Inversion to be the nominators of the next round, one person per invitee, and developed a structure that would show the portrait of the artist in their studio, a recent shot, a few images of their pre-pandemic work, and then however many and whatever kind of work they were doing, images of that in production, a lot of it not fired or not completely glazed fired, just to show how they were managing to keep their creative practices going through these extraordinary times. Next to a short text, a narrative in the first person, describing really a kind of journal of how lockdown had been for them and what their particular circumstances were, what sort of obstacles they were overcoming, whether it was the fact that they had no access to their normal studios or kilns, knowing that there would be a huge variety of aesthetics in the work itself of this, 60 odd in total ceramic artists, 32 I think in the first round. We saw the huge range of ways in which ceramists around the world, I think from at least 16 countries in round one, were adapting their creative practices to the circumstances.
Quartz inversion is an irreversible movement. When the material radically changes structure, it perfectly illustrates a paradigm shift in a society revealing to itself to be interconnected due to the COVID. Quartz inversion is a participative instead of competitive project. In this, he joined the mission of the IAC to bring people and culture all together at a significant level. I hope this project can continue to expand in spirit and form on the web and in real life.
We humans, we need social interaction. We need our tea breaks. We need animated conversations. We need our beer. When I was in architecture school, they taught us no man is an island. But hey, look around. We are all islands. We are all socially isolated. Where do we go from here?